Hello, I wanted to give you a little introduction to my digital story that I made. I used a piece of software called RPG Maker MV. It's something I picked up I don't know, a few months ago. I saw it on sale. I thought maybe sometime I could use this to do something educational, and it's been sitting around, haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I made this little game to tell a story from my lesson about the Situationist International. So the software kind of lets you build a game sort of like Zelda. You can build these rooms and populate them with characters that can tell bits of information and stories. So mine's a pretty straightforward kind of game. You walk around and you can interact with people, and they might tell you a little bit. And then, so down here I have Debord, who was the founder or kind of lead of the Situationist International movement, and he tells you a bit about his ideas and takes you on a walk through the city streets as he explains the difference between a situation and a spectacle. And so you kind of click through along the story, and there's a few questions in there asking you if you understand. And then, sort of towards the end, will he asks questions back and forth. Is this a situation? Is this a spectacle? What do you think? That sort of thing. So I'm just kind of clicking through, and I'm not controlling how they walk. I just have it sort of preset for them to walk as the information is displayed. But there are some times where you get to answer a question. And it was a bit more work than I thought it was going to be. At first, there's some interesting bits of, learning. I'm not a coder. I haven't ever made a video game or anything before. This is quite simple, but there are some things to learn. So it actually could be very interesting to give students access to the software and have them build their own stories. They could learn a bit about coding, logic problems, and there's this sort of visual problems to solve as you build your scenes and scenarios. So it's a bit of fun, it's a bit of work, but that's the best kind. After the story, I'm just going to click through this real quick. After the story completes, you get to walk around again, and then I also built into one side of this little town, there's a small art gallery that you can walk into and see some of the pieces of art from the Situationist International movement. And there's a little guy in here, he'll tell you a little bit more about it. And then on the far side of the gallery, there's a small space where there's a little teacher in here, and he gives you a discussion question to go back into Blackboard and answer. So that will lead into the class there, and takes you back out of the game. So that's my digital story. It was an adventure to make, and I'll make it available to download if anybody wants to explore it firsthand. So I hope you enjoy it.